So I was doing car van life in Southwest Michigan for 2 or 3 weeks until I go to Peru. And this morning I woke up and had the idea to drive over 21 hours and just under 1,500 miles to Bozeman, Montana from Southwest Michigan in my 2003 Toyota Corolla with 252,000 miles on it. So yeah, Bozeman, Montana. Why Bozeman? Well, when I was researching car van life the past year or months, found a chick who said she loved Bozeman, Montana, among other places. And I was looking at it this morning. I saw it's right next to Yellowstone National uh, State Park, government, federal Yellowstone, right next to Yellowstone, right north of it. So I thought that'd be fantastic to go to. But yeah, I'm going to Peru in 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm torn about where to spend my time in my car before I go. I wanted to do car life before I went instead of living in an AC house with AC, because it's kind of like my last opportunity to do it until I spend a year and a half in Peru with my soon-to-be wife, Peruvian wife. So yeah, 2 nights ago was my first night in the car again. I did it for 1 month in Chicago about a year ago, and it was great. But 2 nights ago, it was hot and it was humid and it was not comfortable. So I was like, man, I need to get further north or northwest, something to get into cooler temperatures with less humidity, because it was warm, humid, lying right here in my platform in my car. So I was thinking, and I was in Southwest Michigan, so I was thinking going to the other side of Lake Michigan into Illinois or Wisconsin. I've been up there before. It's cooler. It's nicer. But then this morning I woke up and I was like, man, I got 2 or 3 weeks until I'm out of here. Why not just go for it? What's standing in the way? Um, but I had the same thought yesterday. I was like, no, it's too big of a risk. It's about a 22-hour drive, 1,500 miles. Yeah, this is kind of an older car, high mileage. Why risk it? But then this morning I was thinking about it. I was like, well, what's the big risk? Okay, it sounds risky, but being specific, what is the risk? And I looked it up, and I was reminded that driving on the highway is easier in your car than like stop and go in a city or a town. And so, why not do it? This car has been very reliable. Never had problems with the engines, with the drivetrain, suspension, and brakes, but I haven't had any problems like that. There are no symptoms right now, so it's like I could do it. I think. Why not try? Last night I got back my roadside assistance on my car insurance, and it applied at midnight tonight, so I have that again because I was thinking about doing this. But I still haven't committed to going to Bozeman. I've just committed to going in that direction for right now. So with driving all that extra distance, I wanted to be as rational as possible about going out there, so I made myself a pros and cons list. Pros: travel is awesome. You get to go to different. I'm going to different states now. If I'll be going into Minnesota. I don't know if I've been there before. North Dakota. I don't think I've been there before. I know I haven't been there. Montana. I've not been there before, so that'd be fantastic. I hear Montana is beautiful. I get to see mountains again in Montana. That'd be. I don't know if there are mountains in North Dakota. If there are, and you're from North Dakota, I apologize. I'd see Yellowstone National Park. I hear it's amazing. It's beautiful. I've never been. It would be fantastic to go there. See a buffalo, maybe. I don't know. Just see some nature out there. What I'm doing is really unconventional, and being unconventional is fun. So I definitely list that as a pro doing this. Going on a very short notice road trip, that's a lot of fun to me. Cons: everything has a risk. My car isn't new. It's high mileage. The engine's good, but it's high mileage. Something could happen. I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. That's why I'm doing this, or probably going to do it. But the only thing I'm really worried about is something with one of the tires of the drivetrain. I do have a spare. Okay, cool. I just remembered that, just made sure. My expenses are very low until I go to Peru. My expenses are going to be higher in Peru because I'm actually going to have an apartment and something like that. But my only added expense for living in my car and doing this is the gas money. But I added it up. I mean, this is Corolla. It gets pretty good gas mileage, so I'll pay less. I think less than 150, maybe less than like 110. I ran the numbers, and if this car gets 30 miles a gallon, then it's not going to be expensive, an extra $110 or something like that. It's going to take several hours, nearly a day, of just driving to do this, and while driving, that is time spent not doing other things. I'm trying to be a freelance software developer. In Peru, I need to amp up my coding skills again and just get active doing that, try to start networking to get freelance clients. I could be doing that if I use my time well, but I'm driving instead. So there's a risk reward here. But if I do this, I'm not going to regret it. I've got like a 6 months worth of money saved for Peru, so I've got a buffer time. Then the fiance has a job that could support us both. But obviously, I'd like to stick to my original plan and get up and going in a couple months in Peru. It didn't occur to me immediately, but I have to not only spend the time driving there, but spend the 22 hours driving back. Actually, no, 27 hours. 22 hours back to Southwest Michigan, and an additional 5 back down to Cincinnati, where I'm from. So, lots of time going back. But now I'm thinking about more, I could just hang out in Bozeman for a week or just around that area. I mean, heck, that'd be fantastic. Man, pros definitely outweigh the cons. I'm not 100% committed to doing this, to going out to Bozeman, but heck, I drove like 3 hours in that direction today from Southwest Michigan. I'm currently in Illinois. Where am I? Yes, Northern Illinois, about to cross into Wisconsin, I think. So I'm going in the direction. My parents would be pretty nervous if I told them this. I'm doing enough risky things like going to Peru, marrying a chick I don't even speak the same language with. But being unconventional is fun, right? As long as you're intelligent about it. Don't do anything stupid. Take calculated, well-researched risks. This is another audio test! This is a second audio test! Testing the video in my car. Alright, so here we go. The Pizza Hut I used to deliver for when I was in college. Right here. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. And I parked right back there all the time. There's a door in the back that you go into. Yeah, it kind of sucked, but it was good too. I made a lot of money there during the summer. A lot of rich people live on the lake and they want pizza.